boys. Welcome back. Today's gonna be a little different. We're gonna have a little short and sweet podcast episode. Just gonna run through what to expect this weekend. What are you trying to say? Oh, okay. I'm confused. I don't know what just happened. Jacob, do you know what just happened right there? Oh, yep. Okay. So, I'm even more confused now. We're just gonna run through it, get going. And yeah, so we're gonna start with college like always. Boys, first game of the slate for us. Texas going to Arkansas. Tyler, what do you have to say about this? What do you think?
First of all, I just want to say welcome back to TJD Sports Podcast because Dylan didn't want to give the intro like he usually does. But if I'm gonna go hook 'em horns.
That's crazy.
Jacob.
This game was very hard deciding, but I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to go with Texas on this one, just because it's at 11 a.m.
Yeah. Arkansas is gonna have to play some really good football, but I just don't see them pulling off
Two
five
upsets.
upsets in the same year, especially when they're not having their best year overall. I'm going with Texas as well. So that was a pretty clean sweep. This next one, bigger rivalry than people may know of or think of, but Utah is traveling to Colorado.
Isn't there? This could be a big game for Colorado too, because wouldn't this be like a determine if they get into uh, their conference championship game?
I don't know if it determines that, but I mean, it would be a step in the right direction. I don't think they can afford to
Oh,
lose.
yeah, no, I was saying if they lose, like that affects their chances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, any time they lose from here on out, I mean,
Well,
they're
they
out of
got
the
two.
playoffs.
They got two losses, right?
Colorado does, but not in the conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if Colorado wins out, then they can most definitely sneak their way into the playoffs. So, but I think I'm gonna take the Utes in this
Ooh.
next game.
You think they're gonna upset them at Colorado?
Yeah.
Colorado.
Utah, they haven't had the pick of the season before, but they're still a good football.
I'm I'm gonna go with Colorado on this one. Because I think they're playing good football. So I think they're gonna continue to roll through it.
I think it's going to be pretty easy. Utah's coming off a devastating loss last week to BYU, so give me Colorado.
Hey, that was a close game, and I honestly think Utah should have won. I think Utah got a little screwed at the end there. But, we'll see what happens. Next game, Michigan State traveling to Illinois. You know, Illinois had such a promising start, and then they've just lost a bunch here recently, but I'm still going to go with the Fighting. What's their mascots? I was about to say something random.
Fighting Illini?
Fighting, yeah, that's what I'm rolling with. Sorry, Tyler, I know you're an Illinois kid through and through, but
I mean,
I'm
this
picking
is
them.
a game that I kind of probably will not be paying close attention to, but I'll be watching. I'm gonna go with Illinois though.
Yep.
I'm going to go with the Sparties here. My host family was a big Michigan State fan when they weren't playing Michigan, so I'm going to ride with them and the Spartans.
All right. That one, yeah, we'll just keep rolling on through. This next one, I feel like we're all going to kind of have similar thoughts. Maybe someone will surprise us, but LSU going to Florida. LSU just got crushed by
Yeah.
by Florida, but Florida is still just not good. So I'm just gonna roll with LSU. Oh, wait, in which game, Jacob?
The last one.
Oh, I picked Illinois.
Okay.
I think this game's going to be closer than what we think. It's in Florida, so who knows how Florida's going to play. But like you said, Dylan, I just got to go with LSU. I think LSU is going to be coming off that spanking and looking to get back in the win column pretty convincingly.
Yeah, no, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this one's going to be a lot closer than what people think. I don't think it's going to be a beatdown. This is one of those weird rivalry games that nobody really talks about much. And so I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people think, but I think LSU wins.
Yeah, yeah. I think Florida's just having too rough of a year. This isn't one that I see them winning. But moving on, nonetheless, Baylor, the Bears, traveling to West Virginia to take on the Mountaineers.
West Virginia.
And Tyler, who do you think's gonna take this one home?
I think West Virginia's going to win this one at home.
Yeah. Okay.
And just short and sweet.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Jacob.
I haven't picked West Virginia all season. They've burnt me twice. So give me the Mountaineers this time. I think they're going to get it done at home against Baylor.
Yeah. Sorry. Whoa. Sorry, that just came out of nowhere. Just.
Whoa.
Whoa. Got me right there in the gullet.
In the goal.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick West Virginia as well. But Baylor, they just haven't been the same since Matt Rule left, and yeah, I think it's just simple as West Virginia's just better. Anyways, moving on, we got number 23 Missouri going to number 21 ranked South Carolina, the Gamecocks. And it's you know, it's a ranked matchup, but it's not one I really care to watch. But I actually think Missouri's going to figure this one out, and they're going to win on the road at South Carolina this week. Book it.
Give me the Cox.
Yep. There you go.
Give me the Cox.
It had to be said once.
Yep.
I think South Carolina wins this pretty easily. Missouri's offense is just dreadful to watch, so I think they're going to continue going into Columbia.
I think we can all agree that this is. We might, watch this game a little bit, but I don't think that we're all just going to be like, yes, South Carolina.
What do you mean, dude? You don't sit there and watch every pick you pick?
No. No. I'm sorry, no.
All right. Well. So, moving on to the 6 o'clock. We're now at nighttime officially. Late afternoon, nighttime. The sun's going down at this part of the day nowadays.
Sun's already down at that point.
Sun's been down for an hour at least.
Yeah.
Arizona State travels to number 16 K-State. K for Kansas, State for State. And
I'm sorry, fans. He just bought that Tennessee shirt today.
I think, I don't know what I think. Tyler got worse in this game.
Once again, this is just going to be a game that I'm like, they're playing. What's the score?
Oh,
Cool. like, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just gonna take a leap of faith here, and I'm gonna go Kansas State. Just pick the favorite and move on with my life.
Yeah, well, I actually think I'm going to go Arizona State. They're both having pretty good seasons. And no, it's not just because you just picked Kansas State.
I think it is. I think it is. You're
No,
trying
it's
to be
not.
different.
No, it's not. I'm going Arizona State just because, you know, you picked Kansas State, and I just can't have that going against me. You know, I know that you had a bad week last week, and I don't want to follow in your footsteps. I want to go my own way, like I have been in school.
Like in High School Musical. I
Yeah.
gotta go my own way.
Yeah, exactly. So Jacob, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Sun Devils on this one. They've had some really good wins this season, especially for a team that wasn't supposed to have one. So I think they're gonna keep that confidence going and win this upset.
Give me the Sun Devils. All right. Let's see. We're moving on to the 6:30, 7 o'clock slate, boys.
Boy,
Boys.
boy.
We're gonna skip a game and come back to it. It's the game of the week that we're gonna skip and just
Yeah.
remain with it. So next game, number 1 Oregon, going to Wisconsin to
Wisconsin.
defend their number 1 ranking ship. And
You know, I'm gonna start this off, okay?
okay,
You know, I just don't think for everybody that's been watching, you know, my team is the Wisconsin Badgers in NCAA. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just don't think that they're gonna compete, and I think Oregon's just gonna stomp the crap out of them. So give me the Ducks. Quack, quack.
Jacob.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Oregon. I think it won't be a massive blowout, but it'll definitely be a convincing one for sure.
I've actually been thinking about this game a lot because I think it will be a close one as well. And you know, Wisconsin. No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not gonna talk myself into doing something stupid. I'm taking Oregon, the Ducks. You
This
know,
man was
there's-
about to pick Wisconsin just to be
there's-
different.
There's time and places for upsets. This is not the one. Wisconsin just got bullied. I think it was. I think they played Iowa last week, and they just got bullied. I don't even remember the score. I'm about to look just because I feel like it was something terrible.
Pretty sure it was.
Let's see. Yeah, they lost 42-10 to Iowa. We know Iowa's not known for putting up 42, but they did against Wisconsin. And so yeah, I don't think I think that's just a demoralizing loss, and it's not going to get any better against the number 1 team in the country. I don't care if you're at home or not; they're going to get smacked. But now that we got that one out of the way, Kansas travels to number 6, and yes, I said that right, number 6, BYU, Old Brigham Young University. When was the last time they were ranked number 6?
I have no idea.
Today. Yesterday.
Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page with knowing that.
But I think they're gonna move up even higher. I think they're gonna win. I'm picking the Cougars. They're the Cougars, right? I hope I
Yeah.
got the rest right. Yeah, they're. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, just give me the Cougs. Just give me Cougs.
The Brigham Young Cougs.
I'm not gonna lie, I was actually thinking about this upset, but then I realized it was at BYU, so then I didn't like it as much. So I went with BYU, but if it was at Lawrence, I was definitely taking Kansas in this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in Kansas, they're still, you know, they're a pretty solid football team this year. No, they're not. I'm thinking of.
They're 3-6.
3-6. They're not solid at all. They did just come off of an upset over Iowa State, though. Number 17 Iowa State, and they.
Yeah, but going in and getting 2 upsets in a row, that's kind of hard.
Yeah,
So.
well, but their losses, they're still a good team. Their losses are all close. Like
They're a good team. Their record just doesn't show it.
yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. I mean, and they started off the season number 22, and they got up to number 19.
Yeah.
They just lost to Illinois, which is, you know, a pretty good loss. They lost to UNLV. That's tough at this point. But it was only by 3. They lost to Illinois by 6. Lost to West Virginia by 4. TCU beat them by 11. But outside of that, it's been close losses. Is I guess the point.
Yeah.
They lost to number 16 Kansas State by 2, and then they just beat Iowa State. So I don't know. It's definitely not going to be easy for BYU. I guess is the point I was trying to make. The record is not speaking for how good this Kansas team actually is. But BYU's good. And boys, let's cap it off with the biggest game of the weekend in college football, and one that holds near and dear to us. We got our number 7 ranked Tennessee Volunteers traveling to number 12 University of Georgia Bulldogs.
The dog. Oh.
Jacob, give us one for the one time. Start barking at it.
No, I'm not feeding into the Georgia hype.
Buddy, nobody is following Sid the Sloth, that quarterback for Georgia right now. I'm gonna be honest with
We're
you.
not feeding into it. We're just.
Yeah, you just gotta bark for the one time.
I'm not mocking it.
Well, did y'all see? It was announced today that Nico is going to be healthy. He's gonna
Yeah,
He is. He did travel with the team, so that is a very good sign.
Well, and I've been saying it was reported tonight that he will be playing tomorrow.
Yep.
He's going to start.
Good.
And Georgia is out 3 of their running backs, so they're
Yep.
on their 4th string running back.
So that means they're gonna have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like
down to their
JP's
4th.
Oregon team in NCAA, nothing but straight 5 stars.
Yeah, and so they may have to rely on old Carson Beckworth to throw the ball, and he's just not been doing very good at that this year. So.
Yeah, so I mean,
But with that being said, Georgia still has a really good defense, and we know what Tennessee's offense has looked like here lately. So I don't know. What do you boys? What do you think? Who do you have? Tyler?
I was actually talking about this at dinner, and it was like, it's going to be a low scoring game in my opinion. I think I'm not saying I don't wish this upon Tennessee, but I feel like there's going to be not several turnovers, but there's probably going to be like 2 or 3 throughout the entire game combined, and I just I'm going with Tennessee because obviously we're all Tennessee fans, and like I want to see the boys go in there and prove that we're a playoff team. But Georgia's defense is Georgia. But if Tennessee goes out there and does watches what Ole Miss did to Georgia, then I mean you never know what's going to happen. I'm going with Tennessee, plain and simple. But this is definitely, for all of our viewers that are not Tennessee fans, I feel like this is definitely a must-watch game. This is the game of the week, and like you said in the couple weeks ago, Dylan, the winner of this game and the winner of Texas A&M and Texas will be your SEC championship game.
Yeah, barring another upset. Yeah.
Yeah, barring another upset, but yeah.
Well,
Give me the ball.
this game could very well be a playoff elimination game.
Mm-hmm. Even for Tennessee, it could be a playoff elimination game.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just overall it could be. I don't think it should be, but I think it very well could be. You never know what the committee's going to do.
Yeah.
Jacob, what do you think?
I think the key for Tennessee to win this game is Nico needs to hit the deep shots early. And you can see, if you go back and look at Mississippi State and them, they scarred them with 300-something plus passing yards and put up 30-plus points on them. So I think that's going to be the key thing for Nico, is because it lightens the box up, and then it allows Dylan Sampson to run all over the defense.
To add to that point, JP, I feel like they also need to come out hot, like starting with electric plays to begin the game, like, and open the playbook and not be on a 3rd and 8, we're gonna run a screen that's not gonna get us any yards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just needs to be. They need to. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
You know,
yeah,
you
I
know,
mean,
Heupel. You know,
everybody would love that, but
yeah. I mean, you know, Heupel is gonna get the boys ready. Like,
I think they just need to win the trenches, and then if he can hit those deep shots early, it'll lighten the box up for Samson.
yeah,
So then I think it'll just be all around. Defense is probably going to do their thing, I hope. So I think if they can get to control those three things, they win this one. Close, but I think they win it.
yeah.
Tennessee's offense just still scares me. Georgia's defense still scares me. I think both offenses are not going to be very good this game, so I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I really want Tennessee to win. It's going to break my heart to say this. I think Georgia will win this football game. I want Tennessee to win. I will be happy if Tennessee wins, but I think Georgia will win. Now, I don't want y'all texting me and being like, "Oh, screw you for if Tennessee wins," because I will be just as happy as you boys
Yeah.
if Tennessee wins.
There will be no such slandering of your pick.
I'm
if,
gonna be
if
I'm
Tennessee
gonna
wins.
be cheering actively for Tennessee,
Yeah.
not my pick, but I think Georgia will win this game, and it's gonna scare me because I think if Georgia wins, Tennessee could be number 13 at the end of the year in the first team out because I don't think the committee's going to do right by Tennessee, which scares me. So I'm going to be the bearer of bad news with this pick. That's just, if that happens, unfortunately, I think that they're going to find a way to slide someone in there over Tennessee and screw Tennessee. So
We can talk about that more on Tuesday. I've got my whole opinion on that one. So,
but
Yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens this weekend.
I think it will be a close game. I think Tennessee can win. I want Tennessee to win. It's just too many games in a row of Tennessee's offense not. Wait, what was that? I didn't see it.
our women's basketball team has beaten number 7 LSU.
Oh, okay.
In what quarter?
It's halftime at the half,
What's the score?
46-37.
Oh,
Well, that's
wow.
good. That's actually a good game.
But yeah.
Sorry,
So
I just saw that and I was like, wow.
yeah, I think there's just been too many games in a row that Tennessee's offense just hasn't gotten it going, and you can't do that against this Georgia team. Georgia, they're not playing the best offensively this year, but their defense makes plays. So our defense has to just match their defense. Can't let Carson Beck have a good game. He is capable of having one. He hasn't been having them as often this year, but he definitely can.
Well,
But go Vols is all I'm going to say.
and
But I think Georgia will win.
to add to that, Dylan, like I think that if Tennessee's defense gets a turnover, the offense has to stay on the field. They can't. We can't have a third or a four. Or yeah, we can't. We can't be punting the ball in 4 straight plays. Like we can't be running the ball, punt, run the ball, punt, incompletion, punt. Like we can't. Like if we get a turnover, we have to capitalize on it.
I think if we're going into halftime with a 0 on the scoreboard, we're going to be down by multiple scores.
And
In this game.
the last time that because Carson Beck, like he hasn't been playing good football, right? But again, who was it against Texas? I'm pretty sure where they were down, or I think it was Alabama when they were down. But he played better in the second half.
Yeah, that was Alabama.
Yeah, and so like we gotta make sure if we shut him down in the first half, we have to make sure we shut him down in the second half as well. We can't. We gotta play a full 4 quarters of football.
Yeah, Georgia dominated Texas, but Carson Beck played bad in the game.
Yeah,
And then Alabama was dominating Georgia, but they just fell asleep in the second half and almost almost choked the game. But
yeah.
I don't know. I think Tennessee is fully capable of winning. It's just they just have to.
Yeah, it'll be a good game to watch.
All right. Well,
You boys ready to get in some NFL?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
All right. Ravens and Steelers. I'm gonna answer this one. I actually think the Steelers are gonna win. The Steelers have been playing really good football this year, and I know the whole QB controversy, but they have two good quarterbacks that are playing good this year. I mean, that's
Yeah.
just a good problem for them to have. So
And it's in Pittsburgh.
yeah. I'm going with the Steelers.
Uh, I'm I've been torn about this one. I want, I have my opinions on Russell Wilson. But I think so did everybody in the nation think that Russell Wilson was, you know, a washed up and didn't deserve, especially after what Justin Fields did the first 6 weeks. And
Yeah.
I I just I'm going with the Ravens just strictly out of the fact of like, I mean, you got Derrick Henry and Lamar, like they're playing good football too. So I'm going with the Ravens.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens here just because I have Lamar in fantasy and I hope he actually just tears the Steelers up.
Yeah, I have him in fantasy too, and I'm in that league that I have Lamar in. I am actually fighting for a third, or I think third place right now, or could be depending on how this week goes, third, first, something like that. So I really need Lamar to have a good week.
All right. Next game, Chiefs going to the Bills, one of the biggest rivalries in football right now, in previous, recent years is what I was looking for. Tyler, what do you think? Who's winning?
The Chief, the Chiefs have been playing football to where they've just been, like they're not lighting up the stat sheet, they're not lighting up the scoreboard, but they're finding ways to win. The Bills are playing pretty damn good football right now, so I feel like this is going to be I feel like this is the game of the week for NFL. Um, but I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I just think that they're gonna find a way. Actually,
You said Chiefs. I'm writing Chiefs.
see, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I really feel like the Bills are gonna win at home, but I feel like you can't bet against the Chiefs because they're gonna find that way to win. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be a close one. I think honestly, it's gonna come down to a field goal at the end of the game.
Well, these games always come down to the very end, so
But
that's very possible.
I will
But
say I'm pretty sure Harrison Butker's out too.
he
So
is.
so I might regret my decision.
He
But
might be getting placed on IR. I think they're
yeah,
deciding that. Jacob.
I'm gonna roll with Josh Allen here. I think they finally get the Chiefs after years and years of disappointment and coming close.
Yeah.
So I think the Bills top them off this time.
Yeah. See, and I'm just gonna go kind of basically the opposite of that. I think Patrick Mahomes just has his number for whatever reason. Josh Allen is great, but and he even plays good and great in some of these games. They just for whatever reason the Chiefs just win. And even this year, I mean, so they're the only undefeated team in the league. They just win, and um, I agree with what Tyler said. It's just really hard to bet on the Chiefs right now. I
plus
hope,
plus you got to think Travis Kelsey is coming alive right now. Like
yeah. So
he's been getting the ball a lot more.
yeah, so
Hey, tell her to turn that off, huh?
yeah, we'll see.
Hey, relax.
We'll see.
It's not morning time yet.
Don't remind me.
But yeah, Jacob, you got somewhere to be, don't you? Next game, we got the Falcons going to the Broncos. I think Mr. Kirk, is gonna figure things out, turn it around this week, and beat up on old Bo Nix and the Broncos.
I'm I'm gonna do the opposite, Dylan. I'm going with the Broncos. I feel like the Broncos are playing better than what they have been. So, and the Falcons have
Yeah.
been not really playing what we saw at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to go with the Broncos.
I'm gonna go Broncos here only because it's gonna be in Denver. It's getting temperatures are dropping, getting colder. I think the environment's gonna help the Broncos for more of this game, and I think the Falcons are gonna get tired quickly.
All right.
Good old Mile High, baby.
Yeah. All right. Well, next game, Bengals going to the Chargers. Chargers just beat up on my Titans last week. But I think the Bengals are still so good. They're just one of the most unlucky teams in the league. So I think they're gonna figure it out finally and just win a game. That's get them back on track. They deserve it.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think Joe and Jamar are just having that connection right now where it's just they're like Dylan said they're just getting unlucky, and I think this is the week that they finally start to click everything together.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll with the Chargers here. Like Dylan said, they're the most unlucky team this season, and I think that continues against the Chargers.
It's very possible. We'll see.
It's very, very possible.
All right, let's go. Well, last game we're picking between, and it's we might as well just let Tyler do his little spiel while we're doing it. But Packers going to the Chicago Bears. Jacob, who are the Packers?
The Bears' daddy.
Yeah, I agree, and that's actually why I'm gonna pick the Packers. I'm gonna let Tyler do his spiel while he's picking who he thinks will win. But I think the Bears are just struggling right now to figure it out. They could figure it out. If they do, they have a good shot. But
All I'm going to say is
I'm picking the Packers. All right, now you can go.
okay. All I'm going to say is I want the Bears to win this game. Jordan Love has not been playing good football. So, I mean, it could be different. And on the upside is that I also found out this past week that nobody on the offense wanted the offensive coordinator to stay for the Bears. And so I feel like that could either open things up and they actually start to play the good football. But on the other hand, it could go pretty crappy. So I mean, I'm gonna rock with the Bears regardless because they're they're the Bears. Like you can't. The one time I bet against them, they're gonna prove me wrong. So I'm gonna stick with Chicago. But
So wouldn't you want to bet against them for that reason?
maybe if I was actually sports betting that, I'd probably bet against them. But in here, like I gotta stay loyal.
Okay.
JP, I see that you have a fun fact down there about the Bears too. So I'll let you. Do you want me to say it or you want to say it?
Oh no, I looked it up. I'm doing it. So yeah, the fun fact for this quote unquote series that we have here for the Packers and Bears, the Bears are 4-25 against the Packers dating back to 2010. The Cheeseheads are leading the series 107-95, and they've tied 6 times, which is pretty close considering how dominant the Packers have been recently. And the last time the Bears have beat the Packers was December 16th of 2018. I was in high school.
Yeah.
Mitch Trubisky was the QB back then. That's 2
Yeah,
quarterbacks ago. 3 quarterbacks ago.
Yeah, but that was also Aaron Rodgers' prime time era too, where he would score a touchdown rushing the ball that we haven't seen in a while, and then flip off the Chicago Bears fans. So
Saying he's Bears daddy.
yeah, and he was, and every Chicago fan will admit it that Aaron Rodgers owned the Bears. And
well, hey, Jordan Love hasn't lost to the Bears yet either.
But he's been playing crap football, so I don't know. But so have the Bears. So like I don't. The only reason I asked y'all to put this in there was because of it being the Bears and Packers and being what it is. It can when you talk about old school football, it's like the Bears and Packers. But
no, okay. Well,
So yeah, there's your fun fact of the day.
we'll see what happens. Oh, so Jacob, I'm assuming you're picking the Packers then because.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
putting my house on the Packers.
Yeah. Me too. All right. Next.
I wouldn't
Next
put the
game we
house,
got
but
the.
I'll play the odds.
you should.
We got the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Detroit Lions. Jacob, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, buddy. I think
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lions are gonna smoke the Jags.
Oh yeah, I've already conceded.
We got to see what the offense looked like with Mac Jones under center last week. They're not playing. They're not gonna call the game how they should, and the Lions aren't gonna sit back and let them hang around like the Vikings just did last week. The Lions are gonna make it a lot worse, a lot more embarrassing. I'm taking the Lions.
Oh yeah, I'm taking the Lions too. My buddy texted me. He's a Lions fan. He goes, "So, what do you think the score's going to be?" I told him it was going to be 42-3, Lions. So, yeah, Jags aren't even going to make this a game at all.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you think they're really going to kick a field goal?
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a 62-yard field goal.
Oh, okay. Past the logo or on the logo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, there's not much to really talk about in this game. I mean, unless the Jags shock the world and play out of their minds, it's not going to be relatively close. But do you have anything else you want to add in this game, Jacob?
Yeah. So there's been talks coming up for Doug Peterson. If he may not make it past the bye week. So he's the number one coach on the hot seat right in front of the Bears coach. So, yeah, after this, as expected, unless he just pulls some miracle and beats the Lions, I'd expect him not to be the Jags head coach after this game.
Alright. Well, we'll see.
You better wake up over there.
I know, I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I can't.
Yeah, you're about to make me start yawning.
Yeah, well, this next game is just my boys, my tits, going up against the the
Hey,
Vikings.
and buddy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they're gonna get their tits ripped.
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
Sam Darnold played bad last week.
He did.
Titans still have a talented defense. Secondary still beat up, and we just signed Mike Edwards from the Chiefs. They waived him, and then we signed him last week. He was inactive against the Chargers. We just waived him ourselves, so he didn't play a single game. He was supposed to be our new starting safety because Quandre Diggs went down. But now,
Why do you know why they waived him?
I don't. I'd have to do more research, but they just waived him like 2 days ago. It was funny. He's Titans legend, but yeah, I don't have. I've already been saying. I think the Titans are gonna lose the next 3 games because they have the Vikings, Commanders, and Texans. 2-10 is incoming. This is out of those 3 games. This is the one that, like, if you're gonna win, you have to win this one, in my opinion. But it just depends on if Sam Darnold comes back and plays good or not. And actually, Justin Jefferson's first career touchdown was against the Titans. He burned us and then grittied all the way into the end zone from like the 10-yard line. So embarrassed the Titans. So I think Justin Jefferson's gonna have a big day. There's nothing we can really do to stop it because we're so beat up in the secondary, and our offense. They're just too inconsistent right now. So yeah, I would expect the Titans to lose.
Yeah.
But the mailman's back. So
Yeah, the
he played
mailman's
last week.
back.
Maybe he'll build on it this week and figure something.
He did look better last week.
He had the highest graded quarterback rating or passer rating in all of the NFL last week, but we got smacked. So
Yeah.
so yeah, well, boys. I know Tyler, you wanted to mention this. You're
So-
gonna fight.
We don't wait. Yeah, are y'all gonna watch the fight?
Oh yeah, I've already got it on right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it on.
Are they still doing like all the pre stuff and talking and everything?
Yeah. It's Ramus and I can't
Is it
remember see the other.
The two girls fighting?
No, it's 2 guys.
Oh, I didn't know that there was 2 guys fighting. Okay. Oh, that would have been. Okay.
So Jared lied to you.
No, I lied. I lied to Jared. I thought it was. I thought it was just. I thought it was just the girls, and then it was going to be Tyson and Paul. But
No, there's 4 fights before him.
So
oh,
you lied to me. Okay.
I apologize. I apologize. I thought there was only 2 fights tonight. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was 2 others besides the females in the main event. So you guys gotta pick for tonight. Who you taking?
I hope Tyson wins easily.
Yeah. Tyson wins too, but I feel like
Now-
there's gonna be some kind of fix in this.
Yeah, like you can't deny it. Like I don't know, but Jake Paul. I don't know if y'all have noticed, but there's a thing on Netflix. It like it's like talking to them too, and I don't know, Jake. I think it's gonna be a closer fight than what everybody thinks it's gonna be. I hope that Mike Tyson just goes in there in 2 minute because they're only doing 8 2-minute rounds. So I think it's either gonna go first round knockout Tyson or it's gonna be a second or third round knockout by Tyson
Yeah.
or a knockdown. My bad.
It'll be fun.
I don't
to
think
see.
it'll be either. I think it'll just be a decision. I would love a
Which I
knockout,
can see. I
that'd be
can see
awesome.
that too. I can see that too because you know they're not gonna let Jake Paul just who put this thing together with his promo company and everything, and then just
would
let him get
absolutely love
knocked
it.
out in the first round. Oh, I'd be ecstatic. I'd jump up and down. But I just don't. I hope for what I said, but realistically speaking, I think that they're gonna let this round go 8 rounds.
Well, he can go 12, so we'll see.
It's only 8 2-minute rounds.
Oh, so all the other ones are just 12 then?
I saw something that popped up on Instagram earlier that was like all the rules. It's special rules for the for their fight, and so it was 8 2-minute rounds, is
Oh,
what I
of
saw.
course.
So I don't know how true that is, but we'll see.
All right. Well,
But if you guys got anything else you want to say?
I'm good.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was a very short and sweet episode. We're all a little tired today, so we kind of took it a little bit easier, but we will be back on Tuesday with our recap of the weekend and talk about our teams and how they did and everything like that. And you know what? We might sprinkle in a little bit extra, like some college basketball or something going on. But don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. I don't know why I said follow and subscribe because it's the same thing. And JP, what else? What else they got to do?
Make sure you hit the bell button so it lets you know whenever we go
Yes,
live.
sir.
Exactly. You gotta make sure you can't miss anything on the TJD Sports Podcast. So, but thank you guys for watching, and we will be back on Tuesday at 8:00.
Are you gonna click the button? Let's go then.
Uh-huh.
Technical difficulties. The button won't click.
All right. I'm going to leave.
Yep.
All right.
Special episode.
All right. I'm going to eat dinner. Y'all have fun.
All right. See y'all.
Are you really?